It's week 2 of the National Football League, and the wait is over.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Takes it at the 7. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was hard to pound all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 12 carries, 80 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. This defense for the Patriots, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Ooh, with a juke. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 3rd down, Jackson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. And he'll be taken down. Not before they work it across across midfield.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. A little juke, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Jackson on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On first and 10, it's Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And we pause a moment here because wide receiver Kenny Galladay still down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. First and goal from just inside the 5. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves John that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Here's Hill again on second down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Jackson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. To throw is Jackson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Jackson now. Flushed out right. 1st down and more for Jackson. And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Yeah. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 20-yard line.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. Another nice move. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they come up now 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
To throw again on second down. Jackson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. From the gun, it's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for New England.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Jets now to take over. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to Miami a week ago, and they've got the lead right now as they come up with a first and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. New England's offense set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Webb.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Hill. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. From the gun, Jackson. A dump off now to Hill. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the Patriots are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw. Jackson. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Brevin Jordan, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. That time a 9-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson from the shotgun. In trouble, and he's taken down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go. The football led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the sack on first down, Jackson under pressure, and they got to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And not much happening on the return as we'll get this to about the 23. For the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
He finds his man complete. It's Harvey. They'll go with Hill here on first down. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. From the gun on third down, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Jackson will throw again. To the right and complete to Galladay. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. This is a counter play. Eckler. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Austin Eckler. 22 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync. The line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they're coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Play action. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Hill. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. And just a 30-yard punt that time. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. And that'll set them back 5. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson underneath here to Hill. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, Jackson able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have the Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play. And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there. From midfield now, here's Jackson to Chenault on the slant. 7 yards to pick up there. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Again, Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On On third down, here's Hunt. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he is going to have a Jets first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. From the 35 on second down, Jackson. He'll get this one to Galladay.
Nice pick up through the air. I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They run again with Hunt. They're only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Jackson. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Webb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now Jackson on 1st down. They set up the screen to Hill. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw on target to Godwin here. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. To throw again is Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down now, it's Hill. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. Jackson looking to throw on third. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Webb. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Do what you do.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Now Jackson. And it's caught. It'll be a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
On second down, it's Hunt. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down 20-10, exactly 1 minute remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Jackson. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And this is caught off a deflection. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Here's Jackson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Throwing. Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not